Hello everyone, welcome back to Luke's TV Talk, where I go over some of the most recent TV episodes I've been watching. And for this video I'll be looking at House of the Dragon episode 6. But just before I get into that, I uploaded a video for She-Hulk episode 6 and the Rings of Power episode 5, so if you're interested, go give them a watch. And also make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all future uploads. Okay, so getting into House of the Dragon episode 6. So 10 years have passed. Rhaenyra gives birth to her third son, and Alicent summons her immediately. We get a cool one-shot of Rhaenyra and Laenor walking to the Queen. There's a really cool scene where they're basically from the birthing room all the way through the corridor, up the stairs. There's a really cool one-shot of everyone congratulating them and Rhaenyra basically having a hell of a time trying to get up the stairs, and it's really difficult to watch almost because she has no energy and the Queen's taking advantage of her. Viserys is either looking old or really ill. He is not in good shape. He looks like he's falling apart at this point. And only later on after the episode, I found out that he was actually missing an arm in that scene, and he is not in good shape. Alicent questions if the boy, or any of the boys, are actually Laenor's. We meet their two other sons, and their possible actual father, Harwin Strong, Rhaenyra's guard. Jacaerys and Lucerys, Aegon and Aemond visit the dragon pit, and see Jacaerys' dragon, and tease Aemond with a pig. So they're basically all four princes now. I think they're technically, Aegon and Aemond are technically uncles to the other two, but they tease Aemond because he doesn't have a dragon yet, and they tease him with a pig, which is kind of mean, but I get it. Sometimes people they're playful, I guess, but they don't. Aemond, I guess, doesn't see it that way. So Criston has become bitter and angry towards everyone except Alicent. Alicent confronts Viserys about Rhaenyra's sons, and he basically says, "No, I'm not going to hear it anymore. Why would you even question her? So just stop it now." Alicent verbally assaults Aegon to care about his position and to prepare for the throne. We see Daemon with his family staying in Pentos, his wife Laena and children Rhaena and Baela. Daemon wants to stay in Pentos, but Laena wants to return to Driftmark to live out her days. The four princes train with Sir Criston, and when things get spicy, Criston and Harwin end up fighting. So basically, Criston is treating Alicent's kids better and treating Rhaenyra's kids with disdain because everyone is kind of like hearing the rumours that Harwin is the dad, and even Criston brings that up, and that's why they end up fighting, and Harwin beats the ever-loving hell out of Criston, and his face is completely bloody. Laenor wants to leave, but Rhaenyra won't let him. So basically Laenor is fed up with this King's Landing gossipy crap all the time and wants to just leave and just have a straightforward battle man to man, and that's it. But Rhaenyra's like, no, you're not going to just leave me with all this cutthroat stuff and leave me by myself, and wants at least some support. The council meet and Rhaenyra passes an olive branch, but Alicent is very sceptical of any kind of peace talks between her. Viserys and Alicent argue, and Sir Lionel tries to resign as the Hand, but Viserys says no. So Sir Laenor basically tiptoes around the fact that there's the rumours of his son and the princess, but doesn't actually say it because he would probably get in trouble. And as a result, Viserys doesn't throw him out because he doesn't actually give a reason to be let go as the Hand. So he's basically like, no, you stay as the Hand, you've given me no reason. So Larys and Alicent meet and discuss all the goings of the kingdom. So Larys then acquires death row inmates to do his bidding while cutting their tongues out so they can't give any information away. Laena is giving birth, but it does not go well, and she ends up basically in the same position as Viserys' wife in the first episode. And she decides, instead of dying in childbirth, to have her dragon set her alight, and she and the baby die. Harwin leaves, and Jace questions his lineage. So basically, he's been the guard and like a father figure, and Jace is basically like, is he my dad? And Rhaenyra's like, no, don't worry about it. As long as you're Targaryen, that's what matters. Rhaenyra and family leave for Dragonstone, so she's had enough now, and she's just going to leave with her family and get out of the craziness that is King's Landing. Harwin and his father return home, and Sir Larys' minions kill them by setting the castle on fire. Alicent is shocked Larys had his family killed, and he expects compensation as a result. So this was a crazy episode. So we've had the big time jump, and now we're in full swing of people conniving behind the scenes. Alicent trying to get her kids in the running for the kingdom, and Rhaenyra, she's trying to, but she doesn't want to go through all this madness and have people basically threatened and killed as a result of just people living at the end of the day, and she just wants to just leave at this point, which is why she's left. I love the one take at the start. It was an awesome scene of them just going through their troubled morning, and it really just gets us a good feeling of this new version of Rhaenyra because it's the new actress. So we get a good long shot. We get invested in her literal pain and suffering, and we get attached to her as a result. Viserys is going to keel over any time now, and I'm not looking forward to how the kingdom's going to react. He's looking bad, real bad at this point. He's either looking really old or that whatever disease he had is really kicking in. Alicent and Christian are both paranoid, bitter, and angry. It's very apparent with Alicent that she's paranoid about everyone speaking behind her back, and Christian is just bitter and angry about everything he talks about. He has a connive little tick in everything he says now. Daemon just wants to live a quiet life. He just wants to live out in Pentos and just live when Laena just wants to go back to her kingdom, and they can't agree on that. I love the banter between the princes. Obviously, they're like uncles to them almost, but they treat them like brothers as well. Really weird brothers, but they have a kind of brotherly bond of sorts. Rhaenyra's secret is unraveling, so the relationship with Owen, people know, but no one's actually outright saying it because the king would probably have them killed. But everyone's starting to realise that there's stuff going on that shouldn't be going on. Solaris is a smart and crafty character. Like, he's placing pieces behind the scenes as a big chessboard to gain control and advantage of everyone. Even Alicent, like, he's basically put her into a position where she has to follow him now. Otherwise, he would probably out her as wanting to get Rhaenyra in a bad position or something like that. Laena's dragon, Vhagar, I love the design of the dragon. He looked like a really, or she, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl dragon, but the dragon's design, it was really like old and scaly. It was a great design, especially, I think it was the same dragon that was flying in the episode. It was like, I had a green mossy tint to it, and I love that design. It gives it an old castle look. Alicent is out of her depth, and Larys will do anything to get his position higher. So even killing his brother and father, which is crazy. So, yeah, their depths of their evil are unbound, it seems. One thing that was kind of weird was that I know Viserys loves Rhaenyra, but at some point has to question the children. So, all these rumours going around, and even he must have at least thought all Targaryens and all families from Old Valyria have white hair, but her children just don't. He's kind of making up excuses, and at some point he's got to at least think about it, so he's kind of like burying his head in the sand, as they'd say. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the episode. I thought it was a great, awesome episode, especially with the time jump of the new actors and actresses. So I'm looking forward to see how this all unravels even more, because I feel like the family drama and the Game of Thrones is going to get even crazier. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the episode. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all future uploads. And until next time, I will see you all later.